Hey guys, it's Ray here from RWilco12 and EpicDroid.com. Today I'm here to tell you guys about the Honor 9. So last year I had the opportunity to attend the Honor 8 launch party in San Francisco, and I had a blast. I went to the event and I met a lot of really cool people, had a really fun time. When I left the event, I came home with my very own Honor 8. It was my favorite device of 2016, and up until I got the Honor 9, I would have said it was the best looking phone ever. I had really high expectations for the Honor 9, and I'm here to tell you guys today that for the most part, it has exceeded those expectations. The Honor 9 has some really awesome specs, and it doesn't disappoint when it comes to performance. It comes with Huawei's Kirin 960 octa-core processor with either 6 gigs or 4 gigs of memory. It also has 64 gigs of internal storage and microSD support. The Honor 9 features a 5.15-inch display with a 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution. The front is all glass with a nicely curved 2.5D edge. The back is also glass, and it has a slightly curved 3D edge that helps it sit very, very comfortably in the hand. Surrounding out the specs is a 3200 mAh battery, which Huawei and Honor claim will give you a full 3 days of battery life. Granted, that is offline music listening, so it's not using data and everything else, but it still can give you up to 3 days of battery life. I haven't tested it for 3 full days yet myself, but with my Honor 8, it had a smaller battery, and I was able to get on average up to about 2 days of battery life, so I have high hopes for this one as well. Now that we have specs all out of the way, let's dive into my favorite part of these videos, my list of favorite things. First, we're going to cover my favorite things, and then we're going to cover those things that I really didn't like quite as much. That way you can weigh the pros and the cons and make a decision for yourself whether or not the Honor 9 is the device for you. First off, can we just take a second and admire this phone and look at how good it looks? It seems like for the longest time the focus on phones was to make the phone bigger, the screen bigger, the camera better, the software smoother, etc. Those are great things, and there are some good looking phones out there, especially the more recent ones, but before this they were mostly just black bricks with a screen. They had a lot of cool functions, nice cameras, nice screens, but they didn't look good. The Honor 9 takes that standard and it throws it completely out the window. So reason number 2. With the Honor 9, we have a device that not only looks insanely good, but we also have a device that works extremely well too. As we mentioned earlier, the Honor 9 ships with a Kirin 960 processor. The Kirin 960 is made by Huawei. Honor is a subsidiary of Huawei. This means that Honor practically has complete control over the whole build of the device, and not just the device, but the process with the chip and everything else. They know the exact limits of the processor, what they can and what they can't do with it, and they know how they can maximize it. They did an incredible job. I've tried to put the Honor 9 through its paces and run as much as possible at one time, but I haven't been able to get it to slow down one. Run as many games as you want, stream music, switch apps repeatedly. This thing just does not slow down or even get jittery. So item number 3 would have to be the camera. The Honor 9 features a dual camera setup with a 12 megapixel RGB lens and a 20 megapixel monochrome lens. Long story short, the two lenses work together to produce some incredibly sharp pictures, and that's not all. They've also got a hybrid zoom that gets you closer to the subject of the photo without losing any significant quality. Fourth would have to be the fingerprint scanner. Although it isn't in my preferred position on the back, it is a really, really good scanner. It is the fastest and the most accurate one I've ever used. I could gripe just a little bit more about it not being on the back, but I've actually gotten used to it being on the front, and it has the added benefit of filling in some of the wasted space on the chin of the device. So now, even though that list was short, there's a lot of other really great things that we could say about the Honor 9. In fact, if I could keep your attention long enough, I probably would, and I would go and I would tell you about all of those different good things. But not every device is perfect. We want you guys to be aware of both the good and the bad, so let's talk about those things I didn't like quite so much about the Honor 9. So the first thing I dislike about the Honor 9 is the lack of support in the US. The Honor 9 supports several different network bands and frequencies, but it doesn't support any of those that are in use by carriers here in the US for 4G or LTE. That means that although I have an insanely awesome phone, unless I'm constantly hooked into Wi-Fi, I won't be able to do much with it that requires data. This is my single biggest complaint about the Honor 9. But there is still time to fix it. I hope Honor hears me and everyone else and that they do something to fix it, so that all of us who love Honor can get some support here in the US and continue to use awesome devices. So the second thing is both a strength and a weakness with the Honor 9. The Honor 9 comes with the latest version of Emui, and it is awesome. Emui offers a lot of extra customization options, and it is unbelievably fast. But It's also designed to look like iOS, and that's just not my thing. If I wanted an iPhone, I would have got an iPhone. I've owned the Honor 8 and the Honor 6X prior to this, and they did grow on me. But I still wish the Honor was something that looked a little bit closer to stocking a Droid. So to sum it all up, I really like the Honor 9. If it weren't for the fact that it isn't fully supported by my carrier, it would be my primary device. I love Honor, I love Huawei, and I love their products. They make great phones, and I hope that they will give the US the chance that it deserves to see these awesome products in action. If you live outside the US, this would be a great phone for anyone that wants a great looking, great performing, and budget friendly device. If you live in the US, and if you're going to be in areas where you always have Wi-Fi, or if you don't need high-speed data on your phone, this would definitely be a device to look into. So before we sign off, I want to throw a huge thank you out to both Honor and to XDA developers for sponsoring this review and for sending us out this Honor 9 for the review video. So if you guys have any questions about the Honor 9, feel free to hit us up in the comment section down below. We'll answer those questions as we are available. If you don't already, please remember to subscribe to us on Twitter and YouTube so you can stay up to date with all of our latest content. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.